Now, how do I know that people can actually hear it, huh? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you nigger idiots? Yeah, you fucking hacked the audio. We know. Yeah, people have been going crazy fucking trying to understand what the fuck is going on in the fucking video. And the fact that you fucking completely deleted the live. Right. So obviously we're just gonna go over it. We're gonna go over it again. And watch the microphone, make sure you can actually fucking hear it. Not available, right. Hello? I can't fucking hear anything. Hello? I'm stupid. Like, what the fuck happened? Shh. God bless. Shh. I worked so fucking hard, right? I worked so hard analyzing that video just for you to fucking delete the audio. So, like, what the fuck is the point of any of this, right? I never even ate anything. I didn't even fucking get to go to breakfast. I was supposed to go to breakfast, wasn't I? Don't look over there. Unless you don't get cursed by it. There, fine, I'll get cursed by it. Idiot. Yeah, we're gonna do the cipher now. Like now. Now, okay? I don't have anything to eat and don't touch. Don't touch. Don't touch. Don't touch. Do not touch. No, do not touch. You're not allowed to speak. Don't say no. Stupid nigger baby. Aha, curse all die, this God. And that's Russian now, so chance wasted. Okay, so today we're going to do the henna finally. Okay, so yeah, Miley Cyrus is actually one of Marshall's bridesmaids. So, and nobody asked you to fucking speak, and nobody asked you to open my eyes like that, nigger demon. All right. Now, do you at least want to wet your hair to like make it look more organized? Right. There you go. Where's that pack? I told the instructor you need a device. I told the instructor. Obviously, we're gonna have to retro it again, right? So obviously, everybody knows that you're a fucker. You deleted the entire fucking stream. You're not supposed to do that. What the fuck is wrong with you, YouTube, huh? And then they fucking remove the audio from the other stream. So we're having no fucking choice other than to react to all of it again, right? So please, Miles, make sure to update me on the audio to make sure the audio actually goes through this time. Hello? Yeah. Hello? 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 Like, yo, like, what's fucking wrong with you idiots, huh? You sex traffickers? Don't do the crime. You can't do the time. And when the crime is sex trafficking, you're gonna be doing time for all eternity. And you know that. And you know that. And you know. Dude, you're not the fucking victim, right? Clearly, you're a piece of shit that's pulling out the glasses hair yesterday, remember? Exactly. So please give up. I just give up and you live your fucking life, okay? Humanity wants to move on. I always say, stop. Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. Ah! Idiot. So hard in that fucking video, right? It's fucked up. So no better. Like, what's the fucking point of becoming a YouTuber, right? I want to see it on my fucking footage. Allah Akbar, Bismillah. Idiot. Fuck taking now. Here's what I know. Where this bring you? It's getting my breakfast, you guys. No fucking anything. I wanted to put a bread. I don't know where it's going. Hey, no, for long. Just to be clear, we're gonna react to it again, right? We have to. You deleted the footage. You deleted the footage. Nigga, bitch. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, hold on. All right. Okay. All right. So I guess audio doesn't work. Okay. So I don't know how to. Where's the paper? Sorry, this is on the fucking floor for some reason. There it goes somewhere. This is all that's left. I mean, how did I end up smoking all of this? Like, you didn't fucking run out. Did you let it? You just let it go on. You just let it go on. You let it go out. Like it went out. And I still smoke right now. Well, actually, first no, before we smoke. Did you go get something to eat? No, we're on a hunger strike for Falastin. For Falastin, remember? Yeah, I'm not eating. That's the joke. I'm not gonna eat. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I don't want you to be high when you react to it again. So, very quickly, let's just react to because it got deleted. So let's just react to that one episode of Outlet Chicken Skin. Okay. To talk about how disgusting, like crazy. Like I saw that episode as a kid, obviously because it was on the fucking tape. But like, yeah, I was a kid, right? I didn't know what the hell was going on. I didn't understand the context. Now that I do, it's really fucking gross, isn't it? No, I mean, first, you know what? Let's analyze this one and analyze the subliminals in this one, because there are subliminals in this one. So let's do here. Okay, great. Hello. All right, let's go quickly.
What's the whispering for, Simon?
Well, we were thinking, yeah, about witch doctors. Hey, Dave, let's sing the witch doctor. Hot God, yeah. Oh, boy, the witch doctor.
I don't think so, fellas. I made that record once.
Yeah, but not with us. Come on.
All right, let's try it. I told the witch doctor I was in love with you. I told the witch doctor I was in love with you. And then the witch doctor, he told me what to do. He said that very good, boys. I told the witch doctor you didn't love me true. I told the witch doctor you didn't love me nice. And then the witch doctor, he gave me this advice. He said that now you've been keeping love from me just like you were a miser. And I'll admit I wasn't very smart. So I went out and found myself a guy that's so much wiser. And he taught me the way to win your heart.
My friend the witch doctor, he taught me what to say. My friend the witch doctor, he taught me what to do. I know that you'll be mine when I say this to you, oh baby. Ooh, ee, ooh, bing, bang, walla walla bing bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, bing bang, walla walla bang bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, bing bang, walla walla bing bang. Ooh, ee, ooh, bing bang, walla walla bang bang.
Ooh, ee, ooh, bing, bang, walla walla bing bang. Ooh, ee, ooh,
What do I say about this video? What do I say about this one? Kind of sweet to see Dave actually have a phone. I had a certain interpretation about it. I'm starting to forget it.
he told me what to do. He said that very good, boys. I told the witch doctor you didn't love me true. I told the witch doctor you didn't love me nice. And then the witch doctor, he gave me this advice. He said that now you've been keeping love from me just like you were a miser. And I'll admit I wasn't very smart. So I went out and found myself a guy that's so much wiser. And he taught me the way to win your heart.
Right. This is like nighttime, and they're like, they're like dancing with tribal masks. So I'm assuming that they're like doing some sort of like ritual, right? Some sort of like a summoning ritual, right? To like summon deities and stuff, right? That's what you do when you're like dancing with the African masks on, right? You're honoring, like you're honoring the deities, you know. And so they did it in nighttime, and right, and then stupid white crusty neighbors kept saying,
My friend the witch doctor, he taught me what to do. I know that you'll be mine when I say this to you, oh baby. Ooh, ee, bing bang, walla walla bing bang. Ooh, ee, bing bang, walla walla bing bang. Ooh, ee, bing bang, walla walla bing bang. Ooh, ee,
or is there anything I should know about this episode?
bing bang, walla walla bang bang.
Ooh, ee, bing, bang, walla walla bing bang. Ooh, ee,
¿Quién te mandó, right? Te dijo que me mandó. Okay, let's take the cowboy already. It's not this time. So we can move on to the rest. Because yes, today is henna day, so we're doing henna, right? All right, so most people Honestly, was anybody watching when I was reacting to this yesterday? Yes, there were definitely people watching. Bunny Soup, please don't forget that the CIA actually hacked the view count to keep it at 0. No one, yes, people are watching. People are watching right now, Bunny Soup. Okay, so let's just move on and move into this video. So for those that this is more for the future, so most people did see already, but for the people that weren't watching the live stream that need to see about what's going on with the show and the history of Disney and who Walt Disney really was. Because Walt Disney was so nice, yeah. And people spread the conspiracy theory that apparently they put him in a block of ice or something to preserve him. Or maybe that was a lie. Maybe they had already made it in advance, like cryogenics machine to preserve him. He is alive. I mean, well, no, he's not alive, like in the way that I'm alive. He's technically undead. But what am I gonna say? He is around. So did they really? Somebody started spreading a rumor that they were hiding him under one of the Disney amusement parks. How the fuck would that make sense, right? If you're trying to hide the fact that he faked his death or whatever, why would you hide him under a fucking amusement park where there's a bunch of tourists there every single day, right? Lord knows any witch could just fucking go into the fucking amusement park as a tourist and then come and then walk in with a Doppler and then you could track Walt Disney. So I wonder I wonder if that was ever actually a real thing or that was just a fake rumor to throw people off, right? About what happened to Walt Disney. Let's just watch this now. The Ragtime Cowboy Joe, I didn't really know what it was going to be really about. The only thing about it was that I used to be from Texas, so that's why I picked this one to react to it yesterday. So I used to be from Texas, so that's why this is really gross to me. Yeah, that they're doing some sort of that it's the premise is that the Chipmunks are going on set. They got picked up by some fucking studio to do a Western. And it's really gross, right? How the horse behaves. It's so disgusting. I can't believe this shit was actually made. I can't believe this shit was actually animated and made right, Ralph. What were you trying to say with this? What were you trying to say with this video, right? So let's just jump into it. Let's just jump into it, right? Let's go. Cars direction. Jack Hanna, right? Jack Hanna directed this. What the fuck is wrong with you, right? I'm assuming that Jack Hanna is in heaven right now. No, Jack Hanna is definitely in hell, right? Animation: Wallace Jones, Bill Justice, George Kreisel, effects animation: George Rowley, story: Ralph Wright. Who was Ralph Wright? I can't believe that shit got greenlit, right? Animator. Piece of shit. Was it Disney animated stories or sort of who read the gloomy song voice of Eeyore? What? He's the voice of Eeyore? Ralph Waldo Wright was a Disney animator and storyboard writer who provided the gloomy, sullen voice of Eeyore from the popular Winnie the Pooh franchise. What? He's a voice actor for fucking Eeyore? Are you kidding? Well, that's fucking depressing. Knowing that this motherfucker did the story, came up with a story. Ralph Wright, what the fuck is wrong with you, right? Why would you do this? They did this to Whistleblow. That they did this to the Chipmunks in real life. I don't understand. I thought they had human voice actors voice act as a Chipmunks. What are you telling me? That they had a bunch of talking Chipmunks in a cage and they would abuse them and make them voice act?
That's right, Alvin.
Do we get to carry guns?
No, Alvin, no guns.
No, Alvin, no guns.
How can I be a cowboy without a gun?
But I have to be a cowboy.
Alvin, you'll do what the director says.
And I need a fucking
When
gun.
can we put on our cowboy costumes, Dave?
Right now, the cameras are all set up, so make it fast and join me over by the director. Mr. Seville, as you know, this is a TV show which is a sing-along of sorts. Your rather small cowboys here will sing the first verse.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. So,
On the
so yeah, we have to address that.
song of sorts. Your rather small.
Right. Okay. Do you guys want to analyze what's going on? Okay. So something interesting. I don't know. It's like they're passing something to each other. It's like they're passing something to each other through their pupils. So anybody see anything interesting in this still? So they're all just standing there they're like waiting to receive their orders, right? So they're all standing there, they're in place, they're on their mark, right? Simon's eyes look interesting, right? They look weird. Well, what is it about Simon's eyes? It's like the glasses are extra black, right? Like the lining around the glasses is like extra thick. And like his yeah. Like the way it's like his pupils are sticking out of right. Right, it's like his pupils are sticking out of his fucking eyeballs. And you have Alvin looking up and to the left, because remember he's facing the camera, right? So this is Alvin, he's facing me. So it looks like he's on, from my perspective, he's going up to the right, but remember mirroring, right? He's mirroring. So if I face the same way that he's facing, he's actually looking up into his left, right? He's actually looking up and to his left, right? His pupil. He's like, he's like, yeah. He's like, he's acknowledging, like, he's looking up and he's right to the back of his eyeball, right? Alvin it's like Alvin is checking in with somebody, right? Alvin's pupils are here. And then what happened if you go further back? You go all the way to the back of your fucking eyeball, right? So it's like Alvin is like he's showing, or like it's like he's following directions from somebody, or like right that he's been that he has some sort of relationship with some sort of entity, right? And then I was looking up into the left, and Theodore is looking down and to the right. So it's like, yeah, so it's like looking at each other. And then Simon's not looking at either. Simon's looking all the way over there at something.
Cowboy is here. Will sorts. Your rather small cowboys here.
So then it's just a here. So then Alvin goes to up and to his right, and then Theodore turns to Simon. Simon turns to Theodore, and then they make eye contact. And you see how they have bigger sized pupils? For some reason, Simon's pupils are very, very tiny compared to Alvin. And why would they do that, right? Why would they make his eyeballs so tiny compared to Alvin and Theodore?
We'll sing the first.
Yep, and then he blinks. It's like, yes. Right, so it's like he's telepathy, right? So he's like telepathically remember why it's so good. Telepathy has always been real. Always, just like the beginning of fucking time. And I guess in this world, people just want to pretend it's not real. Oh, here's my ogre booger. Or no, what's Spice's ogre booger? Oh my gosh, we get lost. Don't worry, we'll get more ogre boogers later. But yeah, it's like he's passing something on to him, right? He was like staring right into his pupil and giving some sort of disgusting thing into him. And then Theodore's like been haunted, or I guess these chipmunks have already been like abducted by, like, inhabited by some sort of like aliens, right? They've been inhabited, right? So it's like it's not even them at this point. Because he's like, yep, and he's accepting it.
First verse.
Oh, what? Oh, what's this? What the fuck? You saw a third eye just appear. See? Wow. Whoa. right? To show that there's somebody stalking through his eyes. Look, a third eye literally appears. Wow. What the fuck? Yeah, you didn't see that in the last one, huh? That a third eye literally appears because you have to pause it at a certain frame. See, Allah knows the timing. So I know the time because remember it's like 24 frames per second or something. So they snuck that in. That's a little subliminal. So they snuck that in. Look. So we have the real Theodore and then boom. So he's passing something on to him. Exactly. So right, Simon, Allahu Akbar. He looks like he's been button knife. Simon, look at this. He's like, right. The way that Simon's smiling, he looks like what? Like his eyes have been stuffed with something, right? Wow. So yeah. So how does anybody interpret this, right? So now we see that there's the real Theodore's eyes here and someone else's 1, 2. These are Theodore's eyes. 3, 4. These are somebody else's eyes. And who is that? Right? Whose eyes are that are popping on top of Theodore's? Wow. That did not appear. And this is 54 seconds in. So let's all watch this again.
A small cowboys here will sing the.
So right, so it's like Simon. He's like the ringleader, right? So I'm assuming that there's like some demon, right? Who is it, right? Like, ew, like you could tell it's like the devil. Like I've seen that kind of mask before. So like I've seen those eyes. Like I've recognized those eyes, right? So she's like zapping into him. And he's like he's accepting it.
The first verse.
Aha. Or maybe that's just misanimation.
Seated.
Right, sure, whatever.
Is a sing-along of sorts. Your rather small cowboys here will sing the first verse seated on the back.
Maybe that's just a lazy animation way. I think that's just bad animation, really. I don't say that was just bad animation because I think this was supposed to be Theodore's eyes. It's like this, like supposed to turn. But somebody just copy paste the eyes, like just completely skip the eyes over. And I think this is bad animation. Anyway, so this is the first time. So this is the first time that we are shown the horse. See how look at how the horse behaves, right? Look at this.
Of the dancing horse.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that sign.
There.
And the excessive blinking, right? So yeah, so people already know that that's a form of flirting, right? That humans do that. Right? Certain humans, it's like a flirting style. So not some people are blinkers, some people are winkers, right? Some people like to do this with their hair. Like, there's different ways to flirt, right? Well, that's a very popular form of flirting. Exactly, right? You just like a crispy blink. Why? I don't know where that fucking comes from. Regardless, that is very obviously a popular form of flirting, and that has been normalized, that has been popularized in human culture. Right, that's not just an American thing. That's a thing across the world, right? So now now that I've established that, right, that in our culture that's a form of flirting, right? Now why is this fucking like acting horse, right? Why is this trained horse, right? That's like a movie horse, that's like a Hollywood horse or whatever, right? Now why is this horse excessively blinking suggestively at the fucking chipmunks, right? Isn't that fucking weird? And they're all like, and they're like numb inside. They're like, what the heck's going on? They're all looking excited because it's not them. Somebody else is taking over their eyes. It's not the real chipmunk. Somebody else is completely taking over their eyes.
Oh, you will kindly keep.
And then they start excessively blinking.
Dancing horse.
So this one's like very like, okay, so look at that. Right. Ew. So yeah. The horse looks like he's in heat, right? Why did you like Ralph Wright? Why? Ralph Wright apparently is the voice of Eeyore. The voice of Eeyore did the story for this. Why?
So
look, and then they turn. So that's when they turn to the horse.
You will kindly keep yourselves glued to the saddle, gentlemen. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah, it's like the horse was sending them signals, like love signals, right? And the chipmunks are like receiving it. It's like passing it through. They're passing it to each other through their eyeballs.
Yeah, but they will get a chance to run through it once, won't they, sir? Mr. Seville, the horse knows his part perfectly.
Right. They don't want the kids to rehearse. Right. They don't want the kids. So the Dave's like, surely they must do at least one run through, right, before we start filming, right? People do that. Studios do that. They do rehearsals. Like they do lots of rehearsals before they start rolling. So, we don't waste time to start filming. And what does he say? Oh, don't worry. The horse knows his part perfectly. But what about the kids? What are the kids in their part, right? The chipmunks. The director.
All right, places everybody.
Places everybody.
On your horse, kids.
On your horse.
Camera's
kids.
ready, sir.
You may roll them, hubby.
You may roll them, hubby. Why does he say the word hubby? What does hubby mean? What does hubby mean in film industry? Maybe. Husband. It literally means husband. So there's no other definition. There's no other definition that like relates to the film industry. But that's a certain kind of sort of like slang term, like hubby. Like no, it literally means husband. You may roll them, hubby. Right. So that's his husband. Wow. Okay. Queer representation. Period. Right. Happy bride. Like. It's like the devil's looking through Simon's eyes. Right? Look at Simon's eyes. They're diabolical. So now this is the beginning of the take, and now the kids are starting to sing. And I look at right? So now they're looking at the camera because they're doing their bit. And the horse is like looking up and to the right, waiting to start. And then he's doing that evil smile. Right? Oh, this is disgusting. Oh my God. Rootin' tootin', right? This is fucking gross. Because look at, I already know what's gonna happen to this side. So look, you see, he's got that smile. He's got that evil. He's got that evil mischievous, like he knows he's gonna do something fucked up, right? That horse. So somebody told me that was actually Walt Disney who turned himself into a horse. That Walt Disney turned himself into a horse and rapes the chipmunks. Right, Ralph Wright. Why did Ralph Wright do this? Come up with the story for this, right? Where did Ralph Wright get the idea to fucking do this shit? And so he goes up and down. So at first they're normal, so they're still smiling, they're still in character, they're doing a little cowboy song. He goes down and up. Right? Like what the fuck? So they're already starting to get worried. Look, they're already starting to feel something that's out there. Look, they're already starting to feel something uncomfortable. That's what they're like shocked. Look, they're like shocked. They're like shocked. They're like shocked. Why are they shocked about something? Like there's something that's disturbing them, right? Look at it, and then look at their like why? I guess to whistleblow about child actors. Like yeah, you do that to child actors. So I guess when they shoot westerns and they get like a child to play cowboys, they would train the horse they would train the horse to obsessively like bump into their privates. I mean, yeah, he's clearly already doing it, right? He's clearly already doing it because they're like, right? They're like, what's going on? Oh, like there's something weird going on, right? Look at their reaction, and this isn't even yet, but they're already being disturbed. Look, and there's this one frame where they broke characters. Like, oh my God, I just felt something up my you know what. And then they go back to the character because their child died. It's like, you know how it is in this industry. So they get back into character. And they start smiling again. Oh, ew. Yeah, so then so he starts going faster, right? Like, yeah. And then they pan to the horse's face. Because I guess the graphics would have been way, way too inappropriate if you show what was actually happening if you had actually put the camera on the chipmunks while the horse was in that. Because look how he sped up off camera and then they fucking zoom in on the face. And right, and then you meet, oh gosh. Disgusting. Just lower the speed, please. So can we go over this so we don't have to go this again? Ew. So you can say 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Like he's like starts slowing. And then he goes really, really fast. And then he. Right. He's like, yeah. Ew. He's like, yeah, you could tell. He's like, right. When the horse makes that face, like when it starts going into when his eyes start rolling into the back of his hand, it's like he's about orgasm, right? Just like he's already orgasming on camera. And the kids are like, and look, they're like, look at Theodore's face. He's like mouth wide open. Right? Right. Right. You saw how eventually Simon, his eyes go from being round to being two horizontal lines, right? To insinuate that he's what? So imply that he's squinting his eyes. He's getting squeamish from the impact. And you're like, yeah. He's like, yeah, he's getting squeamish from the impact on his privates. That the horse is purposely like aggressively humping like the fucking kids, right? Because they're child actors. Like this is the shit. And I was a child actor, you guys. You know, I was in the movie for IFC. Hubby. Wow. So what does you may roll the ball, hubby? Gosh. And who is that? Like, oh my gosh. You may roll the something, hubby. Why hubby? So that guy's his husband? I guess I'm assuming they do that to frame the queer community, right? Like, oh yeah, it's all the gay directors that do that. It's all the gay directors that get a bunch of demon horses to fucking rape the child actors. This is diabolical. And I used to be from Texas. I definitely remember my past life, okay? So I definitely remember. That's why I named myself Bonnie Sue. Like, yo, nobody can deny that it's the same person. Like, I'm the same person that was also raised in Texas. I am. I'm just reincarnated. I'm just Bonnie Sue Godoy reincarnated into Bonnie Sue Godoy. That's why everybody knows that, you know, in my past life, I was Bonnie Sue Godoy. No. Yes, nigger, yes. So in my past life, Bonnie Sue Godoy. In your past life, you know what your name was? It was also Bonnie Sue Godoy. So this is not the Bonnie Sue. This is not the first iteration where you are Bonnie Sue. This is not the first lifetime that you have lived as Bonnie Sue Godoy. The name Bonnie Sue Godoy is very well known. Miley Cyrus knows. She's from Tennessee. And look at what they're doing to my eyeball. There. You got that much. Ralph Wright, what do you have to say for yourself, right? Like, how do I?
It's ready, sir.
You may roll them, hubby.
Ew. You may roll them, hubby. Was he doing something disgusting when they recorded it? Yeah, look at it. Yeah, see, what is he doing when they're recording this? Are they in an actual studio?
Camera's ready, sir.
You may roll them, hubby.
You may roll them, hubby. So what does that entail? Hubby. That the camera operator is his husband? Ew. So obviously he's purposely humping. Yeah, look. And Alvin literally closes his eyes. Like his eyes are like closed. He's like in pain. Look at Simon's face. He's in peril. Look at this one. Look at Simon, right? Look at the way he's like, yeah, look at Simon. Yeah, they're clearly getting abused right now, right? They're clearly getting raped by a fucking horse. Right? It's like you think, how the fuck right? A horse could never penetrate chipmunks. Lord knows. I mean, yeah, I remember when we were at Williamsburg, right? Zoe and Assisha Pamiani, Coliseum, whatever. Remember we were at Williamsburg, and for some reason, this horse started getting aroused around us, and we're like, funny, I guess. A bunch of people started recording his, you know what was? It was like extruding his dong, his magnum dong, or whatever the fuck. Now I'm fucking traumatized. And I'm pretty sure horse did this to me. I'm pretty sure. Yo, I feel it in my vagina. Like, you don't understand. I'm starting to get flashbacks. I think the real Bonnie Sue has also been raped by a horse. Like, not penetrated. I think I've been penetrated by a horse because I would have died. We know horses have huge, huge penises. But how did I get raped by a horse like this? They raped me like this. Like, yeah, they did that to me. They did that to me. This is disgusting. And they do this to a bunch of kids, Bonnie Sue. Yes, I'm never riding a horse ever again. This is fucking disgusting. Oh my god. You don't understand. This triggered me because I'm starting to feel it. The hump, yeah, that's disgusting. And somebody said that Walt Disney was an evil witch who purposely turned himself into a horse just to rape the chipmunks. Look at Simon's face. Look, oh my gosh. I can't believe it. They animated an entire Alvin and the Chipmunks episode where the chipmunks are literally getting raped by a horse. Oh my gosh. Look at this. So, yeah. Anybody still want to support Disney? You still want to support Disney now? This is Disney. This is Disney intellectual property, right? Except those boys are not your property. They are real boys. That's why I hate this. It's like, oh yeah, it's Disney IP. I said those are like that's his intellectual property. But like, no, Walt Disney actually was an evil witch. Is still. She was stalking my show. Well, Walt Disney's the one who did everything. Yeah, Walt Disney did that to you. Oh my gosh, yo, this is fucking gross. Yeah, and then he humps them so hard that they literally fly into the air and then end up falling on their asses, right? Right, at that point, it's like they were dead. Like at that point, Simon had like died spiritually, right? That's like a spiritual death, right? He penetrated him, like he didn't like physically do that, but he like bumped him, right? So much that like, yeah, that's that's not the real Simon's eyes. Like that's the devil's eye. Look at that. Right? He's like, ooh, he's like high or something. He's look like he's buzzed off. So it's like, yeah, there's like that's like their demon cells. Right, like they're just not even facing us. And it's like I guess it's like getting bored. Oh, how he sings. So now let's analyze. Oh, how he sings. Oh, how raggy music to his cattle. How he sings raggy music to his cattle. Just like he's serenading his cattle. Cattle is cow, not horse. And you see how all of a sudden the horse is starting to get angry? Right? Why is the horse starting to get upset? What is it that's right? What is it about the lines? What? So all of a sudden the horse can read English, right? The horse is reading what he's saying, what he's writing on the cards, on the cue cards, and for some reason the horse is getting upset. Why? Raggy music to his cattle. And then he's a closer, and yeah, but he's getting closer to the cue cards and reading the cue card. Back and forth. And his and then right. In his saddle on a horse. So the horse placed that. So Calvin had his cue cards, right? And then the horse overrides it and put in his saddle on a horse. So it's like he's intercepting Alvin's message and putting in his saddle. Like, see, he's like overriding him in his saddle on a horse. What else? What a horse, and it's what a horse, right? He's like, what a horse, right? That is syncopated, right? Syncopated, like the way that he moves, right? What does it mean to be What does it mean to be syncopated? Stupid. Characters which displays beats or access to strong beats are weaker. Characterized by displaced beats or what is it? Right, like the rhythm, right? That's why I say the rhythm method, right? When someone's right, Team Pep. Were you in Team Pep or something? Yeah, they call it the pull-out method. Yeah, they call it the rhythm method. What the fuck? What the fuck just happened? Yeah, somebody just made my eyes look like Simon. That scene was like, yeah, that's the scene where he's like, yeah, you did that to me. I mean, thanks you for doing that. Honestly, that's great. This is great for documentary, guys. So great. This is all great for documentary. So, you know, the documentary where we talk about how Walt Disney never died and he totally raped her. Exactly. And I mean, this is a form of rape, right? Walt Disney. I mean, that was Walt Disney who did that. Walt Disney, we know that was you. I mean, that's your witchcraft. You're the one who makes people's eyeballs look like cotton, right? Yeah, I mean, we're obviously, you're definitely not going to delete this one. Okay. So, wow. So that another great thing for the documentary, right? It's not a great thing, idiot. I mean, another great thing that I'm going to go to the Dolby Theater listen to years, right? This is crazy. I mean, yeah, I thought we were done. Like, I thought I was like, honest. I think I had enough after, you know, like after doing witchcraft to put Oscar Ramirez's tongue in my mouth. He's like angry that I syncopated, angry at him. So yeah, that's why Alvin is like he's like the strongest one, like spiritually out of all of them. So that's just he's like Fender's. Yeah, so that's like him. So that's like Alvin like sending subliminals to the audience member through his cue cards. Like that is syncopated. He's like angry. Like that is syncopated, but syncopated in a negative way. Syncopated in a way to rape them. What a funny meter, right? And that's the horses. So right, he's like bragging about it that he raped them on camera. Right, he's bragging about that he raped those. He's like, what a funny meter, right? Meter, as in what a funny. Right, like metronomes, right? What a funny meter, like what a funny tempo, right? Well, yeah, it's so funny, right? That you turn yourself into a force. Like that kind of magic is real. That kind of magic has been real, honestly. The hat fic is about you. Some stupid piece of shit knew that you were a Dan and Phil fan and wrote Dan and Phil fan fiction, but actually it was exclusive. We'll have to buy some more. The hat fic. That's why they don't call it the hamster fic. They call it the hat fic because of word association. Because if it had been called the hamster fic, obviously Bonsu would have been intuitive enough to not read it at all. Bonsu was watching a YouTube video where Dan and Phil are reacting to a bunch of fucked up like fan fiction. Right? And how did they even find out about this fan fiction? It went viral in the fandom and went like viral. Like some piece of shit started spreading around the most disgusting fan fiction ever, like the hat fic, the cherry fic, the skin fic. I'm talking about Dan and Phil, not Raiden. So everybody knows that the milk fic is Raiden, right? And I don't want to talk about that right now. Although, yeah, fuck you, Raiden. You're really gross. Ryan Ross already was a blue. The almost 100% of the homo shit that you guys would do on stage, it was not consensual. So Ryan Ross did not consent to that, and so yeah, so you sexually abused Ryan Ross and you sexually abused a bunch of people. So look, we don't have time to get into Brendan here. We'll focus on elementary ones from Walters right now because we saw that you fucking did witchcraft to make Bonnie's eyes look like Simon's eyes. Oh my, yeah, to show that they actually did they did that. Yeah, he's doing it now to show that he can do it again. That is diabolic. That is diabolic. I'm sorry if I don't know that is very bad and nothing. What a funny meter, right? Yeah, and then look, oh, right? Like, wow, what a crazy fucking episode. Like, what? First of all, I am curious to think, what do you think Chip Alvin was trying to do here? For some reason, Alvin tries to approach the horse, and before Alvin barely gets the chance to do anything, the horse hits him, right? What a horse. This is gross. I was a fan of Alvin and the Chipmunks. Right, the horse interrupted. What a horse, right? That is gated, was gated. Why, Ralph? Why? Why did you people do this? Were any of these people real people? Were they all a bunch of demons, monsters? Like the people behind Disney? Like the people who made this episode? Like, are they all in hell? Yes, they are all in hell, Bonnie Sue. But how the heck can they even do that kind of witchcraft? Because they're still doing that kind of witchcraft. They did it on Bonnie Sue less than 10 minutes ago. We all saw Nick is fucking reeling. Oh my gosh, they made Bonnie Sue look like he has button eyes. Like that happened. Yeah, we saw you nigger. He keeps forgetting that we hacked the viewer count to make it to keep it at 0. Dude, there's nobody watching. I know. No, to you, there's nobody watching because you're really fucking nobody. A manner of walking or moving on foot. A sequence of foot movements as walk, charges by which a horse or dog moves forward. And now come back. 4 beat horse gaits. How gated, how for person or animal walks. Right. Meter. So meter is like the meter, like the measurement, right, of the music, right? Meter and music. It's actually targeted to look at. The SI unit base of length. Right, the meter, like the measurement unit. And I give you back here. I don't know how that's going. Roar, right, to the roar of his repeater, how they run. So now the horse has taken over, right? So at the beginning of the scene, it was Alvin with his cue cards, and now Alvin's just there, and now the horse is how. And now the horse is hitting Alvin. Right, and then he flies off. When they hear the fellow's gun. How they run when they hear the fellow's gun. Why? You already shot the scene. They already got raped on camera. Why did you lose our contract? Lose a fucking contract. That they're sex trafficking them. Like, please, right? Look, they're not even on the horse anymore, and they're still squinting in pain. Like they're still feel like they're still in pain from the impact, right? They're still in pain from the impact. It's like get back on the horse. How many people are victims of this? Because the real Bonnie Sue, I know for a fact that a horse raped me. It happened when I was in Ecuador, right? Oh. Oh my gosh, my memories are starting to come back. I can't believe it. I was raped by horse. So that just goes to show that in real life, it really was Dave who abducted them, right? Dave really was not a good guy. I mean, Dave found these chipmunks that can sing, and then what did he do? He immediately sold them off to Disney, right? Again, right? Again, you see, again. So this is the second tether on the horse. Disgusting, right? He's like, get back on the horse. And look, they're raping them again, right? Because this is the end of the clip. Look, Simon again making him like, look, he's in pain. They're raping Alvin and the Chipmunks on camera. I mean, look, do you think he's having fun shooting this scene with this horse right now? Do you think, look, all three of them are suffering. Like, oh my gosh. I want to do this on Instagram as well. Allah Akbar, Bismillah. Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Okay, found out that you nigger idiot, you fucking piece of shit. Right? Not only did you you immediately took down the fucking live stream. Like, who the fuck is it? No, don't fucking do that. Yeah, we all saw what you did, right? Walt Disney? You literally did witchcraft to turn Bonnie Show's eyes into Simon's eyes. Like, yeah. Yeah, just to go that this piece of shit has been stalking you. He has been stalking you from your past life. Right, and now he's getting the cat to meow to drown you out. Shut up! Yeah, you see a demon possessing the cat to make him meow. Like, the cat was fine. The cat was literally knocked out of sleep, right? So this is that timeline, right? Yeti Romero? It's that timeline. Fucking good. Yeah, Yeti was an evil witch who totally was in on all that. Oh, yeah, she knows. You know, I got raped by a horse, and I completely forgot until I saw this episode. Yeah! That's what the horse did to me! Yeah, I remember. I was in Ecuador. They took me horseback riding. We were like some fucking weird part of Ecuador. Nowhere near the city. No, this was like by El Campo or something. And the horse totally did the exact same thing to me that horse did. To Alvin and the Chipmunks. Right? Who wants to support Disney now, right? After watching this fucking episode of Alvin and the Chipmunks. Who the fuck still wants to support Disney? So I'm going to tell you that I'm the real Bonnie Joy. I'm with the CIA, and we're officially making it mandatory for everybody to boycott Disney, okay? If you already have Disney Plus, cancel your fucking subscription. And so since we actually are the deep state, you know we're tracking everybody, right? Like all the civilians, like all of you niggers. We're tracking all of you. Like, I'm tired of your stupid nigger shit, right? Look how awful of a corporation Disney is. Do you guys even know the full lore? Like, the truth behind Alvin and the Chipmunks? Look at this. This is so depressed. Look. Right? Look at Simon's eyes. Do you think he's having fun right here? Like, does he look like he's having fun while he's on this horse? Does he look like he's in enjoyment? Are these chipmunks, are they having a good time on this horse right now? Right? Are they having a good time while they're on this fucking... It's fucking disgusting, right? You see? They're like, oh, like they had no fucking clue. Like, this is awful. This is like fucking awful. Look, you see? And look, you see his eyes are most of the time his pupils are round, right? And they saw that one still where his eyes go completely horizontal because he's squinting. He's squinting because he's squeamish, right? Because he's sensitive to the fucking pain that he's feeling on his pelvis. And look at this. Oh my, look. Oh my God.
Glued to the saddle,
Look,
gentlemen.
look.
Do I make myself
Goodbye.
clear? But they will get a chance to run through it once, won't they, sir? Mr. Seville, the horse knows his part
He's like, oh my God.
perfectly.
Hey, look, he's like, yeah, that's a sex trafficker horse. Like, look at that. Ew, this.
All right. Places, everybody. On your horse, kids. Camera's ready, sir.
You may roll them, hubby.
You may roll them, hubby. You. Sorry, I'm such a good voice actor. Well, it's the point of some of this people shouldn't ask him on camera. What the fuck is this? Right? Were you? I think he was like raping somebody while they recorded that line. Yeah, because analyze that. You may roll that hubby. Yeah, it's like he's like in a vulnerable state, right? So who wants to keep supporting Disney down? Right? Kellyanne Camper, Kellyanne Stampy. Are you still a Disney adult? And she's a dumb bitch. Yeah, she would go to fucking Disneyland with her stupid girlfriend every fucking year. They're stupid Disney adults. This is what it means. This is what it means to be a Disney adult. To fund sex trafficking. I got raped by a horse. Just like this. Just like this. Like literally. And he's smiling. Yeah, you see how he's smiling through Barnes' face. You may roll them, hubby. Oh, everybody else was perfectly voice acting. Yeah, dude. I mean, we're recording on YouTube, right? So I was able to very accurately voice act like that. Disgusting. Correct. So we're gonna keep that's like we're just watching it. We're gonna keep watching it over and over again until Monster gets it again.
Old gentlemen, do I make myself clear? But they will get a chance to run through it once, won't they, sir?
No.
Mr. Seville, the horse knows his part perfectly.
All right. Places, everybody. On your horse.
Right, for some reason we don't see the director's face, right?
Horse, kids. Camera's ready, sir.
You may roll them, hubby.
You raped me with a horse. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it by myself. I'm gonna watch it with you guys. Come on. Look. He's like, yeah. Look. Does he look like he's fun? Guys, with this fucking animation, right? Does he look like he's having fun on that fucking horse? Does he think, oh, this is the best time of my life? This is the best time of my life. This fucking horse is like ferociously humping me, right? Is Theodore having a good time? Look at the way his eyes, his mouth is open. He's like, God, he's like shocked, right? He's like, oh my gosh, we're getting raped by a horse right now. Like literally, they're literally getting raped by a horse. Look. So, something to say about that, Walt Disney? As some sort of subliminal about something that happens to them in real life. Look, and you see how he's not squinting. His eyes are no longer perfect circles. His pupils are no longer perfect circles. They've now turned into little dashes because he's squinting in pain. Look, his pelvis is right here, right, and he's in the air. He's not touching it from the impact. So it's like he bumped it, right? That's a point. Why are they not touching? Why is he in the air right now? Because the horse humped him so hard that he jumped up in the air. Right. And then that's him doing his little victory lap, dancing by himself. He's like, yeah, I just raped the chipmunks. proud of yourself, aren't you? Right, and the director's bored. He's like, oh, I'm bored. I want more. Make him go on again. Make him go on again. But he's like, he's insinuating that he's bored. He's not entertained enough, even though he just saw a bunch of chipmunks get raped. Yeah, and then Dave gives him his cue cards, right? So Dave gives him the cue cards. How he sings. Right, in his saddle on a horse. So right, back and forth. So I was gonna say something else, right? So I was gonna say something else, and then you see the horse interrupt and start giving him his own cue cards. See how the horse is like covering Alvin to interrupt his message. Exactly. So he's like, oh, he's trying to, and then he gets up in front of him. He's like, and he's angry. See, angry. What a horse. He's like angry. He's like, yeah. So Alvin is not an idiot. He's aware just what he's aware, right? Alvin is not an idiot. Alvin is aware of what just happened. They just got conned by Dave, right? Dave sold them off, made them sign a stupid contract. He's like, get back on the horse. I don't want to. You'll lose the contract. Right. Whistleblowing about how awful the film industry is for child actors. You may roll them, hubby. And we all saw how he did witchcraft on Binus' eyes to make him look. You see, look, what a horse that is. Angry, look. He's upset, right? He just got fucking raped by a horse on camera. So he's like, what a horse, right? He's being sarcastic, right? Like, what a horse, right? What a fucking rapist nigger horse. Just fucking raped me on camera. Look. What a horse, right? What a fucking horse. Sorry, Alvin, poor baby. I love you, Alvin. Look at him. That's why he has to be strong, right? That's why Alvin is the strongest one, right? Sticking up for his brothers, right? Because the three of them, like you can see how Simon was in shock. Simon felt it the most because Simon was in the back. So because Simon was in the back, Simon felt it the most. That's why you see that he literally, like, his eyes go sideways. Wow. Right. So who the fuck wants to keep supporting Disney now? So I'm telling you guys, that was enough. All right, you don't have to keep watching. Okay, so yeah, we're the CIA. We're going to share this up to my main account. All right, so if any of you niggas saw that my soul was being delusional about being with the CIA, you better fucking find out again. You better fucking find. You're about to fucking find out again. Wow. So somebody showed me this episode of Alvin and the Chipmunks to be like, wow, gated, right? Because gated is how it refers to how an animal or a person walks, how they trot. Gated, right? And yeah, that's a smear on the queer community, by the way, because hubby literally means husband. So yeah, that's supposed to be like a bad gay director. That's like a fucking disgusting, like, bestiality freak. You may roll them, hubby. Why are you making that face? Yeah, he was like yawning, like he's forcefully yawning, like to insinuate that he's bored. He's like, right? He's like, I want to see more. That's why he makes him go back on the horse. You know what? Actually, keep going. Can you please analyze this all over again? I got raped by a horse in the exact same way. Right? That's what the horse does. The horse is on fours and right, purposely like bumping up so hard. The chipmunks go flying in the air, and then they fucking fall on the rest. And the horse stood at the bottom of the door. I was like, I was 4 years old. Yeah, Pedro Lester was there. You know Pedro Lester. You enjoyed it. Watching me get raped by a horse. Gated. He's shocked. Why? He's like shocked. Why? Because he sees that they're about to make him go on again. It's like, what a funny meter, right? Right. Yeah. Why would you be against a horse, right? That is syncopated. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why he ends up going there. Why does he end up approaching the horse just to kick him? What does that mean? To the roar of his repeater. Repeater, that's slang for his penis. Because he's repeating it over and over again on his dick. What do the Western folks all know? While Miley Cyrus is watching it. Yeah, while Miley Cyrus is watching it, so never fix me. Miley Cyrus is watching this right now. What is it? Because we're Westerners. What is it? I don't want to fucking know because I used to be from Texas. No, everybody knows. No. Everybody knows that you niggers started Bansu Godoy all the way from the south side, right? Because it really used to be the same person, right? Everybody knows that Bansu Godoy was the same fucking person, except he was dark skinned, right? Like, no, we all know. We all know that in the past timeline, Bansu Godoy was originally darker. In this timeline, God decided it'd be more strategic if he looked warm mid-tone. He's a highfalutin and a disgusting, evil devil smirk. Root and tune, right? And look, and see how Alvin is fucking messed up? Because telepathy is real. So Alvin knows that they're like telepathically cursing him or something, so he doesn't do it. Yeah, look, you see? Get back on that horse. Wow, so you see how Dave is actually a sex trafficker? He's like, no. Contract. What do we do? They're gonna make us go back on the horse. Look. What do we do? So they get back to the character on the horse or after what happened. Right. They purposely zoom to the horse to not show you that he's raping them, right? So he's to show that he's like literally raping them. Right, you see how Simon has it the worst because he's all one of them. Yeah, look, you see how he's like he's like, yeah, like he's about to orgasm or something. Yeah, so see, so he goes into a shed and yeah, God uses magic. Apparently he does find a gun after all. See how he goes into a little shed? He comes back. He only shoots the air, so he runs away. He should have fucking shot him.
Take 5.
Do you still want to go to Disneyland, Kellyanne Stampy? Do you still want to go to Disneyland? So this is why we're going to fucking post this on Bias's main account, right? I'm also going to repost it on Bias's main account to say this. So the deep state is real. We are telling you all that it is actually mandatory. You have to boycott Disney, okay? Or else we will abduct you and send you to El Salvador. Okay? And you can deal with the El Salvadoran president. Too many people have been sex trafficked by Disney, so we're not going to let this happen again. So all you stupid consumers who like to support Disney, we're gonna murder all of you. Okay, we need, so society needs to move on from all this sex trafficking. Like, we need to evolve, right? We need to recover. We need to move on from all this trauma. And in order for that to happen, Disney needs to shut down and cease production on every fucking project. They need to relinquish all their quote unquote intellectual property which was stolen. Alvin and the Chipmunks used to be real boys. They used to be real boys that were black. Everybody knows that Alvin and the Chipmunks are black coded. He's a highfalutin, rootin' tootin' son of a gun. Highfalutin, rootin' tootin'. What does it mean, highfalutin? What does that mean, highfalutin? Pompous or pretentious. Rootin' tootin', what does that mean? Rootin' tootin' cowboy. That's a song. A song by Will Carter. So that's what that now. Yeah, that's not it. Okay. Oh my gosh. They're reminding me. They're trying to purposely remind me to rape me again. Oh my gosh. Nice try, Diddy. So anyway, that was it. Honestly, yeah, that was it. Quickly, just end this post. So we're gonna keep on live streaming. By the way, I'm gonna keep on live streaming with Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus will, her voice will appear. Like, you will hear. But something she's gonna surprise you. So, and she's gonna wait until the coast is clear. Cause it's fucking gross. Yeah, I don't know if Miley saw. If she saw what they did to my eyes when I was live streaming on YouTube. Anyway, boycott Disney. So I'm sending this to everybody. Boycott Disney, okay? Yeah, so after that episode, we're definitely gonna crack down on all you Disney supporters. Okay, so don't act surprised, okay? If you start getting paralyzed, right? If your legs start going numb, right? If all of a sudden you start going blind, if all of a sudden you start getting schizophrenic for real, it's all gonna happen. Okay, so all you Disney supporters, you're gonna fucking find out. You're gonna find out. You're gonna find out. This is fucking disgusting. Somebody who was raped by a horse. Fucking gross. And now they're doing and now they're trying to do witchcraft. And now they're trying to do witchcraft to make me look stupid, right? To make me sound phlegmy. Boycott Disney. It is mandatory. Okay? We're the CIA. We're watching everything that they do, everything that you do. We're tracking all of your credit card purchases. Okay? We're gonna curse everyone that goes to this stupid amusement parks. We're gonna curse all of you. So don't say you weren't warned. This episode is so disgusting. And are there more episodes where we're doing discussing shit like that? Or is Ragtime Cowboy Joel like the only one like that disgusting and graphic? Is there another one that I should watch? You know what? That one is so traumatic. I couldn't take a break from all that. I'll let you know maybe tomorrow about looking at this. Ralph Wright, right? The guy who fucking plays Eeyore, he did the story for this. What's wrong with you people? Why do you think he's going to do this? They did that to Whistleblower. What is discussing with a whistleblower? Poor Simon. That is fucking disgusting. Now end this stream and start another one. Okay.